All right, so we watch a lot of 600-pound life, but I heard this guy, Steven Assanti, is probably the worst person on this show. So let's take a look how bad he is.
A perfect storm of dysfunction is coming, and we may be facing the hardest challenge yet. Try to help the Assantis.
By and large, every single person featured on My 600-Pound Life has some type of desire to improve their lives. Now, this isn't to say everyone succeeds. In fact, most of them don't, but every single featured guest has at least some redeeming traits that make you want to root for them at some point in the episode. Well, every guest except one. Making his debut in Season 5, Steven Assanti is the
This point of view looked like he got cut in half.
single worst person to have.
Is this his balls? Is this his stomach? Is this his legs? What is he holding? Is this his fat?
Ever made his debut on
Oh
TV.
my God.
Subscribe if you haven't already for more content. Click that bell and let's dive right into it.
You can never pay me to eat like this. Unless I'm starving for 2 weeks? No way! Ew.
I'm on the bedpan for half an hour. I got piss all over my bed. Get the out of here.
Yeah, so this is the guy we're dealing with here.
An 800-pound man from Cranston, desperate for help after he says Rhode Island Hospital told him to leave.
But after Steven violated his care plan by ordering pizza, Steven said the hospital told him he could no longer stay.
Right off the
First of all, this image was crazy. Sorry for pausing so much, but is this ambulance tilting? Look at it. It looks tilted,
right off the
dude.
bat, it's never a good look when you get kicked out of the hospital.
Oh my God,
News
he got
reports
more
say
fat
ordering
rolls.
Pizza was his final straw, but I think it's safe to assume that
Than
this was
queso.
not his
Holy
only
shit.
infraction.
Stephen Assanti is being transported to my care in Houston right now, and I'm
When?
not sure what to expect. From what I understand, he suffers from severe psychological issues that make it problematic to treat him.
Dr. Now draws a similar conclusion.
It sounds like a perfect storm of dysfunction is coming, and we may be facing the hardest challenge yet. Try to help the Assantis.
At the time of his interview, Dr. Now has not met Steven face to face.
Oh
We can already tell
my
that there's
God.
a major personality issue here.
I have moments where I yell a little bit, or they'll just
Are you not
have
embarrassed?
control in my attitude.
Now, let's give credit where credit is due. Steven is acknowledging that he has an attitude issue, and the first step to fixing any problem is admitting that the problem exists.
One day I happen to open up that closet and I see 10 piles of empty pizza boxes in here. I said,
10?
let me tell you something, it's gonna stop. But he wanted his way. He used to threaten me and say, look, if I don't eat, I'm gonna call the police on you.
As if those earlier clips weren't proof enough, Steven's own father gives a pretty damning description of his son's behavior. Sneaking food is by no means uncommon on this show, but threatening to call the cops and claim abuse, yeah, I can't say I've seen that too often.
We've been on.
Wait. So we watch a lot of episodes, and a lot of their the other people's parents are horrible to their obese kids. Like, they keep feeding them. They don't really encourage them to lose weight. But this dad is a W dad. This dad is literally forcing his son to lose weight and is helping him. He's actively helping him. This is like the best dad I've seen on this entire show.
On the road for a few hours now.
W dad.
Steven is officially on the road to Dr. Now's office, and the trip immediately runs into some issues.
I had 4 a.m. breakfast, and then I pretended like I didn't have 4 a.m. breakfast, and then I had breakfast again.
Look,
You
if
do
you're
not
traveling
wanna
for weight loss
change.
surgery, maybe you shouldn't be sneaking 2 breakfasts on the same trip. And look, I get it. Food addiction is a real thing. A lot of these people simply can't help themselves. But just look at Steven's face when he talks
my
about what he did.
God.
He's so proud of himself with no regret at all.
I'm gonna give you a hamburger about the size of a half a dollar in a pea on a plate, and that's
W
300
that.
calories right there. I'm just
What the fuck? Your dad's helping you. You hate your life and you're flicking your dad off? And second of all, if you can wake up at 4 a.m. to eat food, that's a lot of effort. People don't like waking up at 4 a.m.
following you.
Real nice, Steven. Your dad
If you
just
can wake
feeds
up at 4 a.m.,
food
you can
and
go
is
work
trying
out.
to
You can
lower
go
your
do
portions
something.
So you won't break a hospital bed frame, and all you can do is flip him off.
Steve,
Hi.
I'm Dr. Nazardan. Nice to meet you. You doing okay?
Yeah. In a lot of pain from the trip, though. It was quite the ride.
Steven and Dr. Now meet face to face for the first time.
Oh my
and Steven
God.
complains
Oh.
about pain.
Is this his ball sack? Oh. Is it? No.
Funny, we didn't hear
Oh
anything
my God,
about that
what
on
is
the way
this?
down,
I
and
can't
Steven
tell.
isn't exactly the kind of guy to suffer in silence.
Even
Oh my God, that was his
asking
belly.
for
Holy
some
shit.
pain medication,
That was his
but
belly.
his body language shows that he really wants it. So he's either in a lot of pain right now, or we are dealing with a very addictive and pathological personality here.
Okay, it's not just me. Dr. Now has reached the same conclusion. More than likely, Steven is lying or over-exaggerating his pain in order to get some pills.
Wait,
Okay,
that's him?
We're going to start doing a controlled diet here in the hospital. That's going to be 1,000 calories a day. We should be able to get you to lose at least 50 pounds a month.
Nice seeing you guys.
50
All
or
right, won't be
15?
bad.
I shake your hand.
50 is too much.
Thank you.
All right, you're
Thanks.
welcome.
Due to his condition, Steven is staying in the hospital and will be on a strictly monitored diet.
Steven hasn't been too difficult so far, but he does show some erratic behavior as he gets comfortable.
Oh my God. What is it? Is this a lump? Yo, your skin is turning purple like Barney, dude. And why is it turning green here? Oh my God. Oh my. Yo, I don't know what his build is. Is this his balls? Yo, am I gonna. Yo, I can't tell what is what.
In here, that the honeymoon period will be over.
Yo, how is this
and we'll
possible
see
for a
whole
human
new
being?
Steven.
Surprisingly, he takes the news pretty well, but Dr. Now's not so sure if this attitude will last forever.
There have been some frustrating moments that have been harder for me to deal with. Mostly how long it takes for people to respond to the call button. I get frustrated sometimes. That's what's going on.
Yeah, we're already starting to see that honeymoon period fade away. Steven, it's a hospital, not a 5-star hotel. Nurses have one of the hardest jobs in the world. Unless it's an emergency, you can't expect them to be there in the blink of an eye.
People are really getting on my last nerve. It's very frustrating how long I have to wait for everything. I have to call them and check on things when nothing happens.
You could tell a lot about a person by the way they treat those.
Did he just say he has to call the nurse when there's nothing happening to him? There's no way he just said that, right?
that
There's
work
no
for
way.
that
There's
guy.
no way.
Steven's
This
atrocious
fat
behavior
fucking
really tells you
bitch.
everything you need to know about him as a person. But trust me, we're just getting started.
Over the past month, a lot of his pathological behavior started to come out. He's become abusive to hospital staff, and he expects everybody to wait on him hand and foot.
Dr. Now's reaction here tells me that Steven's behavior isn't being manipulated by TV editing. It's just the type of person he is.
Wait.
I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
At times, I sometimes I get
Oh my
frustrated. If I act like a kid,
Oh
I
my
want you
God.
to treat me
1,
like
2,
a kid.
3.
Once again, Steven
Holy shit.
acknowledges that what he's doing is wrong, but he makes no effort to improve in any way, shape, or form.
I don't want to hear of this issue again. And if I do, then this is going to be a very different conversation.
Dr. Now
You know, when he said abusive, right? He has to be like verbally. You know what he can do? Tape his mouth shut. He can't. It's not like he can do anything.
has officially set an ultimatum: shape up or get out. Let's see if Steven has what it takes to make the change.
After Dr. Nasruddin talked to him, Steven didn't change at all.
Oh,
He
shit.
keeps bothering, he keeps calling.
Yeah, that's no
Take
surprise
the
at all. Think about all the
never
crap nurses have to put up with in the medical field. It's never a good thing when someone in that type of high-stress job says your attitude is a
That's
problem.
I
crazy.
never seen any patient like Steven. He asking for pain medicine every 15 minutes, and then he spilled urine on the floor.
I'm just really upset, okay?
Worst patient ever. And that is not
How can he reach the? I mean, it might be movable, but are you serious, dude? Are you? Yo, the nurse is literally helping you, and you're fucking like just disrespecting them, bro. If I was a nurse, I'd be spitting at his food.
an award
I
given
can
lightly.
never be a
Just
good
imagine
person.
how awful you need to be as a human being to spill your own urine.
My bad.
Healthcare
I'm back.
workers aren't waiting on your every whim 24/7.
Steven, what's going on with your behavior?
I know that, and I apologize for it.
Apology mean nothing. At this point, there's nothing I can do to help you. So you're done here.
Dr. Now does not make threats lightly. For maybe the first time in his life, Steven is face to face with consequences of his own actions. He's out of the hospital, and let's see how he handles the news.
I've been doing good and everything, please. I've been good. I swear I apologize to everybody.
Begging and crying? Come on, Steven. At least you still got your dignity. And by the way, I've seen better acting in a Hallmark Christmas
I
movie.
mean,
Steven is so far off the chart from what we have ever experienced that there is no systematic approach to him. aside from how you treat a child to behave.
Dr. Now basically mirrors what the nurses say. Steven is the worst patient they've ever had.
Oh,
period.
shit.
And think about that for a second. Dr. Now specializes in this field. My 600-Pound Life had been on for 5 seasons by this point, and he had been working with food addicts long before the show hit the airwaves. Of the literal hundreds
It's
of
been
patients in his
5
career,
seasons
Steven
and
is
he's the
only one
worst?
to be this much trouble.
Steven, you're lying about everything you're doing, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm suspending you from the weight loss program. You're going from here to a drug addiction program. Because right now, there's nothing we can do to wake
Wait,
you up.
is it a time skip? He cut his hair and it looks like a different scenery.
Good for Dr. Now for forcing Steven into rehab, but everybody knows that rehab only works if the person going has some desire to change.
I just
True.
call a non-emergency ambulance, and the hospitals can't turn me away because what I use for excuse. So as long as I tell them I pay.
Ew! How do you walk? It must be painful, dude.
Pain was over an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. Then they have to treat me. And when they give the injection to the IV, like, I'm on another planet.
Again, this is a shocking level of self-awareness coming from Steven. He doesn't deny or explain away his actions. He knows what he did was wrong, and he gives a pretty strong account of how he managed to cheat the system. If this were anyone else, I'd take this as a positive sign that he might be able to change his ways, but I've seen enough of Steven at this point to know that this is probably not the case.
I've been here for a week, and they say now the drugs are out of my system, and I'm free to go home.
Steven is back on the outside after his detox, and I'm sure we all know how this goes.
Wait, he was on
There's no
drugs?
Suboxone here
What
whatsoever.
type of drugs?
I can't believe this. Princess didn't drop it off like she said. How does anyone expect me to do this if I don't have what I need?
Yep, Steven's triumphant return to his apartment is off to a terrible start.
The medicine's not ready. They need your insurance.
Wait. Okay, so he got sent to drug rehab after failing the fat loss thing with the doctor. Sent to drug rehab. They extracted all the drugs out of him. What drug was he taking except from food? He's fucking inhaling oil in the system. So okay, whatever. He got discharged, sent back to his apartment, and now he's here.
Right now you are looking at 150 total. You have no idea what I've been going through, okay? In that psych ward. Well, you're gonna hear me, and you're gonna hear me now. I need $150 to fill my treatment medicine. I will relapse if I don't have that medicine here.
God, this guy is actually just the worst.
You piece of shit! First of all, you're lucky your fucking dad is this support. I'm assuming he's talking to his dad. You're lucky your dad is this fucking supportive, you fucking bitch. You ungrateful motherfucker.
Your dad has given you far more chances than you deserve, and this is how you treat him when you ask for money? Come on, dude. The drugs are important. Nobody's denying that. That's not how you ask.
And I just need, a refill to help me out, like, with working out.
You actually asking me for pain medication?
Yeah, I want to work out 2 times a day.
Asking for drugs? Seriously?
So
What do
I'm
you think
assuming
is
there's
gonna
another
happen
time
there?
skip.
Past month, how many times you went to emergency room?
Maybe 5 times.
5 times in a month.
And of course,
He has
Steven's
spent
still
more
pulling his
time in the
ER
emergency
stunts,
room.
Because of course he is.
That's it?
Food is more.
What the fuck? There was no update? This guy's hopeless. Okay, after the last video, right, I was kind of curious. So I looked this guy up from 600-Pound Life, and apparently we got good news.
Hello to you. Stephen Assanti here. You may remember me from that hit show, My 600-Pound Life.
That's
I used to weigh
crazy.
over 700 pounds. And now it's all gone. Oh, it's gone all right. I've eaten crayons before. My favorite color was red, obviously.
You eating
So I figured
crayon?
we'd do a little update on my life, how I lost the weight.
Yo, that's crazy, dude. Okay, his attitude was horrible, but I'm glad he lost all the weight, dude. Look at this guy and look at this guy right now.
What I'm up to now. Am I married? Is that a fake post? How much do I weigh? Do I have skin
mans.
folds, the likes of which nobody's ever seen in their life? We'll all find out today, won't we?
He has a YouTube? Yo, he can walk. Oh my god. He can walk. And this could have been queso.
So at my heaviest, I was 734 pounds. Do you know what it's like to be over 700 pounds? Brushing your teeth is a cardio workout. Just lifting my arm to scratch my head was like a regular man lifting a 200-pound dumbbell. It was a nightmare. I had more skin folds than a walrus in heat. Whenever I turned to look at something, I had to rotate and get the folds of fat out with my chin. So I could see what's happening over there. I used to deep fry my oatmeal. I couldn't stop. I replaced water with Kool-Aid, but it was organic Kool-Aid, bitch. I was a lost cause, my friend. I was depressed, sad, fat. Sad fat. That's what I was.
Oh, I need to keep moving my camera, dude.
The first thing that helped me, I was introduced to the monkey strength program, where you use your own body weight, and I had lots of it.
Ooh.
To push yourself. Just a little body weight.
Yo, he removed all his loose skin. He probably had surgery, but look, he's looking good.
You can order the book for only $19.99, and you get 10% off if you share it on Facebook. Links are down below.
Wait, what?
Book, that asshole.
That's his book?
Said, eat one meal a day, and it almost doesn't matter what you eat. That was the life hack. Just eat one meal a day. You can pig out on that meal just once, though, and you're fasting 23 hours a day. So I did that. And holy shit. When you eat one meal a day, it feels like you're just feasting for Thanksgiving every day. Every single day is Thanksgiving. And then you fast, and it's not so hard. You tap into your blubber. You burn your body blubber for fuel. It's amazing. So once I got on the monkey strength program and started eating one meal a day, it took me 3 years to lose the 700 pounds.
Wait.
Pounds now.
So you can eat. So I'm assuming he eats a huge, big ass meal. Like he said, like Thanksgiving meal a day. So I'm assuming he eats like during lunchtime or something, and then just eat a shit ton. Oh,
I'm 150 pounds of molten lava now. I'm a thunder god. When I'm naked,
not a thunder god.
Mirror, I hear thunder erupting every time.
It's probably when you're in the toilet.
Whoa. So take your life back, my friend. You can do it. I did it. I was 700 pounds. What's your excuse? You're probably like 250 max.
True.
Take it back. You're in control. You're eating to numb your emotions. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do it. Find it. Find your inner child. Why is it screaming at you? What are you trying to avoid? And suppress it with food. Listen to it. You'll find it. Do some water fasting. Stop eating, you fatty. I went from sad and fat to happy and
damn.
Just living life like a normal human being. You can take your life back. Just make the change. Decide to do it. Just decide, I'm gonna lose.
W-mans, dude. Wow, what a transformation. So this is a great inspiration. If this man with 50 pounds can go down 600 pounds, like anybody can do it, bro. You literally have no excuse. If you're fat, you literally have no excuse. He lost 600 pounds in 3 years. Bro, you can do it. I did it. I went from 210 to 160. I lost 50 pounds. It's not as big as his, but it was crazy life-changing. Like, if you can do it, there's different ways. There's keto, you can go fasting like he did. He ate like a meal. I just worked out like crazy. I changed my food. I changed my diet. Holy shit. W-mans, dude. Oh my God.